Hello, friends. Hi, everybody. My name is Lauri Albert, in case you don't know me. My name is Lauri Albert. I am a spiritual medium. Oh, what else do? I do all sorts of things. I'm a meditation teacher, podcast host, empowerment coach, and I'm the owner of the Spirit Room spiritual community on Patreon. So, welcome in, everybody. I'm so excited. Okay, so I am doing things a little bit differently here on technically, not spiritually, but technically. So just want you to be a little bit aware of that because I'm not 100% sure how this is going to really manage. So I hope everybody can hear me okay. Can everybody hear me okay? That would be. I know, Linda, it has been a long time. I haven't been doing lives. You know what? I was doing doing a remodel on my house, and so there was noise all the time. I mean, I would try to do meditations, and I'm like, well, this isn't going to work. Right? I mean, it's kind of crazy. So, anyway, hi, everybody. I'm glad we're all in the same place. Like, I'm loving the idea of just doing YouTube right now. So, I want to say hello to everybody. Hello, Elizabeth and Keith. Keith is here. Hi, Betsy and Courtney and Frank and Woo. Hi, Woo and Bernadette. And of course, Linda. It's so good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're loving the new room setup. Thank you. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, this is part of the whole remodel. Woohoo. So I want to say a couple things before we get started and I start giving readings. So I chose today to do this because today is it's amazing to me. It's the 25th anniversary of my father crossing over. And it's crazy to think that it's been that long since I've seen his face. And I put this on my personal Facebook page today. It's like it's been 25 years since I've looked in his, oh my God, he had the most amazing blue eyes. Oh my gosh, and it's so crazy how fast time goes, you know? And, with everything that's been going on, it's, in the world and and I want to say it this way, spiritually, astrologically, all of this, aside from all the other junk that's going on, right? It's like time goes by so fast. And let's just imagine life right here, right now. So I invite us all, let's all do this. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and then release it through your mouth. Doesn't that help? For me, that helps me get rid of a lot of the junk, the junk from the day, junk from, whatever it is, right? Junk from everything. So, hello, Kristen. Nice to see you. Hi, Jose. And Bex. Hi, Bex. It's good to see you. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth said my dad had blue eyes too. Oh, I know, right? Oh my gosh. And Jim, Linda's husband, had blue eyes too. Isn't that the craziest thing? Yes, we need a junk detox. Absolutely. And very good, Keith has been working on slowing down. Love that, right? So, okay. So I'm ready to get started on hopefully everybody can hear me well, and hopefully that the visual is good. Hopefully everybody's good. I'm going to be doing readings. I want to tell you two things really fast. Number one, I've created a spiritual community on Patreon. It's called the Spirit Room, and it's like patreon.com/Lauri Albert. Easy peasy, right? What I want to suggest is you go look at what we're doing. In the middle of summer, towards the end of summer, I'm going to start a spiritual book club. I'm so excited about this. I still haven't quite decided what the first book's going to be, but there you go. So there's that. That's going to be on the awakened spirit tier. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. The Patreon has been moving along so fantastically. Oh my gosh. We are doing so many crazy things on there and it's so much fun. So thank you for allowing me to do the little commercial. All right, let's get rolling on these readings, right? Okay. All right. Let me go back up. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this chat and it's all in one place. Love this. Oh, Frank, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's look down. Keep going. I am doing great today, Keith. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Woo would like a reading. All right, so the way we do this, let me explain how I like to do this. All right, when I'm doing these lives. First of all, I want to share that I've got 3 decks of cards, which I love. Okay, so this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. Okay, this is the Sacred Forest cards. These are both of those decks are by Denise Lynn, who I just absolutely adore. Like she's amazing. And then I brought in the Psy cards. So we'll see. I like to have a few different types of cards when I'm doing readings because you never know what spirit might have up their sleeve. Just, I like to say it like that. This all is completely spirit led. So if you do not get called on, do not take it personally. Please don't take it personally because here's the thing. Before I do this, I call in my guides, I open up my chakras, do all that stuff. And I just say to spirit, it's all in your hands now. So whoever I call on, that's who I'm supposed to call on. So, all right. So Woo, the way I want to do this, hopefully you're still here. Hi, Carlene. Nice to see you. All right. So, Woo. Yay. Good. Is there a question that you have on an area of your life? Is there a loved one in spirit that you'd like to hear from? I need for you to tell me. And then I need for you to give me yeses and nos if it makes sense. If you have any questions as we're doing the reading, that's absolutely fine. So Woo. I love you call yourself Woo. Love that. Any family and spirit. Okay, so let's see where spirit is going to take us. It's interesting. I feel like that I've got a man and a woman together. I want to say this. Okay, so give me yeses and nos as we're doing this, Woo, just so that I know that we're on the same page, kind of thing, right? So I've got a man and a woman here. They're holding hands. Now, my sign for that, whenever I am holding hand, or whenever I see people holding hands, that means that they were doing great. I mean, they had a great relationship. I'm not saying it was perfect because no relationship is 100% perfect, right? But they were in sync. They were together till the end. They were married a long time. It feels parental, but I gotta say, I'm going one up. I hope this makes sense. So would this make sense for your grandparents? That's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I've got grandparents and I almost feel like that they are sort of the same height. I know that might like the gentleman seems maybe a tiny bit taller than the woman. Yeah, so I want to just give you that. So Woo, where are we at? How does that sound to you? Does that your grandmother was a widow? Okay. Okay, well, she's in spirit too. So your grandmother and your grandfather are both in spirit then? Is that the case? And were you very close to them? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that they are like, we're here, kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that. All right. So same height. Yes, you were close to your grandma. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. So grandma is here in spirit and grandpa is here, but it's funny because, and I should have said this earlier, but I feel like that grandma is kind of doing more of the talking. I feel like that she is very, very sweet. It took a lot to, it took a lot to get her riled up or irritated, right? Like she had her own opinions, but I feel like that it kind of took a lot for her to get kind of irritated. So I just want to say that. Tell me if this makes sense to you. Um, I want to say also, boy, this is very interesting. So Woo, what I'm feeling about this lady, who I believe is probably your grandmother, I feel like that right up until the very end of her life, she was like involved. She was 100% involved in your life and just wanted to make sure you're okay. Always worried about you, always thinking about you. What's going on? How are you doing? All of the stuff, all of the questions. So Woo, I hope that makes sense to you. That's a validation, hopefully. um, She's also showing me a book. Now, it's so interesting because I'm kind of feeling like this book is sort of symbolic. Are you still in school? Are you reading a specific book right now that she would have loved? Like, why is she showing me this book? I don't understand. Like, she's not telling me, oh, this is specifically a thing, and this is because she's in school or whatever. Not saying anything specific, but she's showing me this book. And it feels like that this book, like, I feel like that I want to hold on to the book. I feel like that this book is like whatever it is, it's really important to you, to her, whatever it is, whatever that book means. You're reading a book. Okay. So I want to say then that she actually wanted you to read this book. I don't know what the book is, right? But I feel like that she's showing me this book and she's like, I really wanted you to read this book. It's important. It has certain messages in it. Okay. And that's her. And I want to say, you talk to her a lot, don't you? That's what kind of feels like that you talk to her. Um, I hope that makes sense. Do you find yourself speaking to her um quite often? She hears everything that you say. She is always with you. I feel like that, and this might have been in the semi recent past. You were crying, and she really wants you to know. She really wants you to know that she was there, and she was there, and hopefully that you felt her even just a little bit, even if you were questioning it. She's telling me that you tend to question whether she's really here or not. So I just want to give you that. And she wants me to pull a card for you. She's so sweet, so super sweet. I wouldn't say she was loud, but she wasn't soft either, like voice wise. Okay. That's what she's telling me. Okay. So, Woo, this is the card and this is from her. All right. Oh my gosh. I love this card for you. I love this card for you. It says dragon and it says power. Now, this is the message from her for you. Do not forget your own power. Do not forget that you have the power to create your life on your own terms. It's very important that you know this. This is a very important message that she really wants you to know. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. She is always with you. You can always talk to her. Be aware. Just be aware that be aware that she is with you regardless of what your thoughts are, of whether you disagree with that or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean disagree, but like whether you're questioning it. Okay. So there you go. Namaste. Oh my gosh. Woo. She's so sweet. I wish you well. Awesome. 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 Okay. So let's see. Oh, I All right, Bernadette, man. Woo! Any messages from my family and spirit? I'm selling my paintings finally. Awesome. What do they think? Bernadette, are you still here? Hopefully Bernadette is still here. Um, ooh. Some interesting questions, you guys. I'm loving these. All right. So, Bernadette, hopefully you're here. Oh, good. You're here. All right. So, what was the question that you did? Okay. Any messages from my family and spirit? I'm selling my paintings finally. My heart just leapt when I read that you're selling your paintings. It feels like energetically, and I didn't know you were an artist. I didn't know anything, right? But I really want to say that my heart just leapt. So whoever is here for you is super excited about that. You're doing something, you're taking the step forward. Okay. By the way, in these readings that we do, I am not scared of the word no, it makes no sense, whatever. Okay. Because there's a reason that I get what I get when I get it from your loved ones in spirit, right? So there's a reason for that. And so if you're not, if it's not making sense to you, I need to know. Okay. So I'm not scared of no. Okay. So there you go. All right. I'm taking a break from podcasting and focusing on painting. Bernadette, I think that is absolutely beautiful. I am sensing a gentleman around you who is very, lots of energy, lots and lots and lots of energy, Bernadette, and he's loud. I feel like that it's so funny because you know how I was just talking about, sometimes they come across loud and something, whatever. This man is loud. And it's about I really want to say here, the whole world wanted to keep coming on my podcast, doing it alone. It's draining. Yeah, it is draining. Oh, that's your dad. Awesome. He is so, so proud of you. And what he's saying is that do what feels right. I hear you. I hear you because guess what? Using your intuition, if doing a podcast or whatever it is, if doing a podcast just starts to feel icky and not right, then stop. That's what the message for you. Oh my gosh, this is so loud. He is so loud. He's like, whatever feels right. Yes, he is screaming at me. Oh my God. He is screaming at me, but it's not in an icky way, not in a scary way, right? I really want you to know that he really wants you to be aware of your own intuition. If the podcasting started to not feel right and it was draining and it was a lot of work, that's your sign to move on from that. Okay? I hope that makes sense. He is the one telling me to tell you that, by the way. I mean, I guess I could say it too, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want you to continue on that. He showed me when where he was, he had a little girl there. Oh, yeah, I'm not seeing a little girl, just so you know. What I am seeing is him saying to me, "It's for you, um, don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are." And he's telling me that he loves that last card that I had gotten for Woo. He loves that because you are so, so powerful. And he's telling me, this is not me talking, I've never met you, right? He's telling me that you have that loud thing in you too, and you can do whatever you need to be doing. Oh, okay. Let me show you this. Bernadette, you're so cute. It's a dragon and it says power on it. You are powerful. Wow. I think a theme is developing for this. Right? Oh my gosh. You are powerful. Trust your intuition. Whatever the case, trust your intuition. Okay. Wow. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, Bernadette, much love to you. I'm a dragon. I've been one. Oh my God, how much I love that, right? Own your power. You know what? Here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. And this just came to me. I don't know if this is from your dad or not, but it just kind of came in my head. When we're in the middle, let's just say you're in the middle of a podcast and I mean, doing podcasting, whatever, right? And all of a sudden it's feeling icky and it's not feeling right. Yet you keep doing it, you keep doing it. Oh, something's not right. That actually isn't necessarily like the world saying, oh, you got to keep doing this, whatever. You got to keep moving forward with this. You got to keep doing it. What it is it's spirit giving you that little nudge to maybe step back from that for a little while. You can always go back to the podcast. You can always go back to it. Okay. So, and I felt like that I was supposed to say that, not just for you, but for a lot of people that are listening tonight, you know, like keep allowing yourself to keep allowing yourself to just use your intuition, listen to your intuition, move forward if that's what it is, move away from the podcasting if that's what it is. Okay. So just going to leave you with that. Much love to you, Bernadette. All right. So I'm going back. I'm parched today. So there you have that. Okay. Let's see. Who does Spirit want me to talk to? I'd love. This is from Eno. Hi, Lauri. I'd like a reading. Is there any royal blood in my lineage? That is very cool. Eno, I don't know. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrect. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Welcome to the tribe. Eno or Ino, Inno. So I hope you're still here. Okay. Is there any royal blood in my lineage? I feel kind of like way back, like way, way, way back. And it's nobody that you would be aware of. Sorry to say that. I hate giving bad news. One of my worst things, okay, great. Yeah, I never mean to mispronounce a name. It's not who I am, right? Okay, so I hope you got the message though, in that there is royal blood, but it's from way back and it's nobody that you would ever know, so I hope that makes sense. And I'm really sorry that, but you know what I'm going to do? Just because you're nice, I am going to pull a card for you. And you called me ma'am, which is like the nicest thing, right? First, I used it when I was younger and people would call me ma'am. I'd go, oh, ma'am, I'm not that old, but now I'm old. So there you go. All right. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh. Look, this is for you. Water spirit manifesting dreams. Oh my gosh. Keep moving forward. Don't stop. Don't stop. I feel like that I'm going to use the word dreams, but I feel like that what you're working on right now is like this close. It's right there in front of you. And I feel like if you just keep moving forward, keep going, like just don't allow yourself to be stopped by anything. Wow. That's really strong message that I'm getting for you. So I hope that serves you well. Awesome. Okay, so let's see who's next. Hey, Frank. Okay, looking for a message regarding the relationship I'm in. Ooh, okay, Frank. You know what? Hopefully you're still here, Frank. Oh, good. Good, I'm glad, Okay, so, all right, Frank, I'm pulling the Sacred Destiny card. I have some hits that I'm getting, but I'm going to pull a card first. Hi, Tammy. Okay. Oops, I got 2 cards. Wow, that was an accident, but that's a happy accident, right? Okay, so Frank, the first card is freedom. But maybe it's me, maybe it's spirit talking to me. But the bird in there looks like an owl. Yay! Thank you, Keith. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks, Keith. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, this is wow. But you know what is weird? Okay, so Frank, seriously, it's like I feel like that's an owl. It doesn't necessarily look like an owl, but in when I first saw it, it was an owl. Okay, so what is an owl? What does it do? Why an owl? All right. Use your use your wisdom. Now, I know that you, or at least I believe that you are very pretty good at following your intuition. Okay. So that's the first thing that I want to say. Okay. Following your intuition is important. I feel like that the relationship you're in, I feel like it's moving forward, but I don't feel like this is going to sound strange, but like escalating. I don't know that it's going anywhere. And I apologize for saying that. I mean, again, I hate giving icky messages or less than the happiest, but I'm not sure it's going anywhere. Okay. So I give this and it says, wisdom, or to me, it's about the wisdom. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. The second card that I pulled. Okay. So, Frank, I got the solitude card. You just got to go with what spirit gives you, right? But here's the thing. I don't necessarily think that it's actually, you know where I'm getting about this? I'm not getting necessarily like a breakup kind of thing, but I'm actually getting that you kind of feel like that you're in the relationship alone. Like I feel like that you feel like you're putting in a lot of effort and your partner isn't necessarily doing so. So that's what I'm getting, from the solitude card. Okay. Um, don't necessarily feel like that it's like a breakup kind of thing. Maybe it's just a new way of of moving forward in the relationship. I hope that makes sense. Like maybe some things need to be worked on. So that's what I want to say about that. But I will tell you, it wouldn't be the end of the world if you were by yourself in the boat by yourself. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Okay. I feel like for you, I feel like that I'm just going to say it. I feel like you're fine either way. I feel like you're going to be great, however it plays itself out. So much love to you, Frank. You're a nice man too. I love all of the peeps that come to this. I am so blessed, you guys. I am so blessed. Gosh, so blessed. Okay. So this is for Elizabeth. A word of guidance from family or guides, please. A lot of overwhelming things going on. Okay, so Elizabeth, are you still here? Oh, and then she says, wait. La 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 la. Wait, I lost the question. How is that? Oh, because you retracted it. Elizabeth. Okay. What to focus on and ignore in my life? You're feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so Elizabeth, you're still here. Good. All right, so I got to tell you, I am feeling a a lady with me, like a girl. I feel like that she is she's a friend that has passed. Yeah, I feel like she's a friend that has passed. Let me see something here. Not that that's a terrible thing. I feel like that you were really close though. All right. Your best friend passed. Let me ask you this. Was she kind of like the yin to your yang? Like, was she like, I don't want to say the opposite of you because that's not really what it is, but I feel like that it's kind of like, I feel like that it's kind of like she was the calm one, you were the crazed one. You know what I mean? Like, tell me about that. Does that make sense to you? And she is laughing as I'm saying this. She's giggling as I'm saying this because she agrees that that's what it is. I don't know if you do, so I'll be anxious to see your comment there. Um, oh, not really, but she was very kind. I feel like that she was a little bit on the more quiet side. She was a little bit of the um, you were kind of the go-getter, like you're like the go-getter and you're the one that just keeps moving forward. Um, and she is kind of, more of the um I feel let me just say it to you this way, actually. This is the best way to say it. She didn't make a move without really thinking about something. I hope does that make sense to you? Um, she didn't make a move without really thinking about it, whereas you are a little bit more what's the word when you do things fast? But you're not really like you think things through. I'm not saying you don't, but it's like I feel like that you're a little bit more spontaneous. Ooh, that's the word, right? But in a good way. Like, yeah, spontaneous. Yeah, yeah. I feel like that you are spontaneous, and that's good. I love that. That feels really positive for you to be spontaneous. Okay. I'm talking spiritually. Okay. She what was her name? Was her name like did it start with an L? And it's fine if it didn't. I'm still working on getting names. But I feel like an L name that could be wrong, you know. Um, what I want to say about this is Mila. Okay. Um, I feel like that what she wants you to know is that you're really close to things, like right here. Like there's things happening. Hi, Wiki. You're close to things, like you're right here. And what she's telling me to tell you is to take a step back, take a step back and look at the whole bigger picture. And that is going to help you get out of that state of overwhelm. Okay. Um, she's showing me a dog. I feel like the dog might be in spirit. Like, I don't think it's your dog if you have a dog. Um, but I feel like that there's a dog with her, and there's a reason why you lost a dog. Okay, so there's a dog with her in spirit. Um, I feel like that the dog really helped you calm down. And I don't necessarily feel like it was a service animal kind of thing, but it was kind of like the idea of that. Um, worst case scenario is maybe consider getting getting a new dog, a new friend. They're so friendly though. Like dogs are like the best. Um, watch now my cat is gonna come in. She's gonna give me all kinds of grief. My cat is on the other side, by the way. Okay, so one step at a time, take a step back and look at things as you step back. Okay. Is there anything you should let go of? Okay, this is probably not what you meant by that question, but this is what I immediately got. Expectations. Let go of expectations. Okay. You have a lot of expectations. You expect the world to be a certain way. I'm the same way. I think you and I would be great friends, right? Because I'm the same way. I have these expectations in the world. And then when people let me down or when people do a thing, it's like, I just kind of go within and I'm just like, ugh, kind of thing. So if there's anything that you should let go of, it would be expectations. Okay. Um, oh, much love to you. Much love to you. I'm going to pull one really quick Sacred Forest card, which is the fairy card. Yes, dogs are amazing. Oh, look. Oh, and this is from your friend. I love this. The Wild Rose Fairy. Love. Yay. I don't know if that girl looks like your friend at all. Did she have blonde hair? I don't know, but I feel like that this is from her. That's just the bottom line. Right. Yes, Keith, you're so smart. The 3 Ps. What are the 3 Ps? I usually bring out the whole 3P thing when Mercury's in retrograde, but I'm going to tell you. Patience, positivity, and persistence. Boom. Yeah. When in doubt, the 3 Ps. So, Elizabeth, much love to you. I totally can relate to the having to take a step back. That's, it's so interesting because, I do these readings and, it's like I get messages from my spirit guides at the same time that you guys are getting yours. And that's why I like to say, even if I don't call on you for a reading, you might hear something in something that I say and be like, "Oh, whoa, I think that's for me." So think of it in terms of a step back from the world or family but no, from whatever is going on with you. Like whatever, like if you're working on, like, let's just say that you're creating an event. I'm making this up, right? Let's just say that you're creating an event and it's all right here because you're working really hard on it, right? And it's like, and you start to get yourself frustrated and the whole thing is frustrating. That's what I mean by take a step back and don't allow yourself to necessarily don't allow yourself to be too close to it. It's like take a step back from whatever it is you're working on. Okay? That's what it is. Because sometimes when we get the full picture, it becomes a different thing. Like, and we can see it. Now, I've told this story before and, I just always get a laugh out of it. But I had a friend who was a songwriter and we would be sitting in like a hotel room or something and she would be writing a song and she would be like, ah, I'm so like, I'm so like, cause you're focused and focused and focused and you're trying to figure this out. Right. And she'd be like, hold on just a minute. So she would run into the bathroom and go to the bathroom. And then she would come back out and the words would be right there. The melody line, whatever it was that we were working on or she was working on would be right there. So what is that? That is David G calls that a pattern interrupt. I just call that shifting. Shift your thoughts. So you've got something going on that's like really important to you and it's happening right here, right? Yes, Wiki. It's also a physical release too, right? But it's like when you take that step back or you get out of like you take a walk. Me, I don't necessarily go to the bathroom, but I'll like go if I'm in the middle of something and I feel stuck, I will take a walk and then I'll come back. And then sometimes, most of the time, things are, I don't want to say magically fixed, but sometimes they are. So, right now, I want to share with you real quick, you guys, that next month, July, starting July 1st, the theme for July, I just did this yesterday and it feels so right, is affirmations. So basically, what are we going to do? We are going to every week, we're going to talk about um, where, like, who created the idea of affirmations, the history of them, different types of affirmations, how you can find your own personal affirmation. That right there, that aspect to that changed my life. Okay. Finding my own personal affirmation. Some of you already know about that, but yeah. Okay. So that's going to be on Patreon. So join us, please join us. You can join Patreon as a free member and you can check things out, see how things are rolling and see if you like it. Okay. So there's that. I just want to share that with you. Yes. Affirmations. Love, love, love. Okay. Anyway. So now that was like my little commercial and now I'm back on the thing. Isn't that goofy? I'm so goofy sometimes. Okay, so it is, let me just show this to you real quick. Actually, I'm gonna put the I'm putting the website in there. Okay, so it's patreon.com/Lauri Albert. Yeah. So I love it. Okay, now, all right, so next, that was like a little break. Courtney says, you use Insight. Actually, I am going to start back on Insight Timer, doing some lives and stuff, right? I am also doing Patreon. I'm doing YouTube. I'm actually going to try to go live on TikTok. If you look in the description section, it'll show you what my the TikTok is. And yeah, it is crazy doing lives on TikTok. I mean, it's insane. So I don't know if I can do that, but we try, we do different things. You've been listening to my meditations. Yay. Awesome. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's go back. Wait. Oh, Linda, it's your turn. You love TikTok. It's so interesting. I love TikTok too, to watch it, but I did one when I was involved with Evolve Me. I did a live there, and I am not lying to you. There was 4,000 people at one point, and the chat was going by so fast I couldn't quite do it. So I have to just figure out a new way of doing things. But anyway, let's move along. Okay, so Linda, and I'm sure that your husband is here somewhere, but what is your question? I don't quite see it. Yes, patience is hard. Love to hear from anyone. Oh, you're having health issues. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. No, I have not thought about going live on Twitch. I would like to try that though, but I'm already in so many things. I'm doing so many things. It's kind of like a nutty. It's like, do I want one more? So we'll see. I might try it though. Why are you suggesting that? Is that your intuition, Courtney? So, okay. So Linda, what is your question? I'm gonna, his birthday is Wednesday. Aw, of course you're feeling a little lonely. Absolutely. Okay. Now, for the record, I have given Linda a few readings like in real life. Real life? Like this isn't real life? I don't know why I just said that, right? I have given full readings to Linda. That's what I want to say. And you can get full readings from me too. LauriAlbert.com. You can go check that out. Whatever. Okay. So Linda, oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm hearing this big belly laugh. Linda, tell me if this is your husband. Is this Jim? For the record, okay, so her husband has come through to me before and he's a riot, right? I full on feel a big belly laugh happening, right? So I'm kind of thinking that's probably Jim. Yes, it is. Okay. 100%. I love it. He's telling me that Oh my God, he's like joking around, and I'm sorry, but this is like about your birthday was Saturday? I did not realize that, Keith. Happy birthday. Much love to you. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Happy birthday. Okay. So Jim is being funny. And he's saying, that's what happens when you get old. You got health stuff. Oh my gosh. He is like, he's teasing. And I'm just like, dude, seriously. So just got to tell you that, Linda. Okay, but he is getting a little bit more serious now. He's like, you know what? He's like, there's always gonna be something um that is happening. It sounds like him for sure. um, he's telling me that, yeah, we can sit here and joke about this, but the reality is that you have to, and he's laughing because I was just talking about the affirmations. Okay. Basically, what he's saying is you have to get your thoughts right. And I will just share. Oh God, this is like TMI, I know, but I had a little thing today, it's not even a procedure, but I was at the doctor today, and I have stuff going on, like we all do, right? And I started in the middle of this little session or whatever it was. I started saying to myself, I love my body. I love my body. I love my body. I love it because I have really bad osteoarthritis in my feet, right? So walking is the thing. I love my feet. I love my feet. I love my feet. I love my feet. So I started saying this, and he is laughing so hard right now. He's like, exactly. That's what you need to tell her to do. So there you go. Start talking about loving your body, like change your thought process on it. Like, there's a lot of times there's fear attached to when there's stuff going on in our bodies, right? There's a little bit of fear attached to that. Okay. Sometimes there's anger attached to that. Sometimes there's, uncertainty and all of that stuff, right? But if we can, specifically for our health, if we can, find an affirmation that helps us with that, you've always been a worrying person. Okay, that's probably what he meant by that then, right? So sit there and just start saying, I I love my whatever part of the body it is, just start saying it to yourself. I love my body. I love my feet. I love my hands because my hands are bad too, right? I love my hands. Oh my gosh. They help me pick things up. They help me write. Yeah. Wow. That is a big message. He is showing me that, balloons around him, and he loves he love his birthday? Because I feel like that his birthday. Um, Not that he was necessarily in for like big parties and all that kind of stuff around his birthday, but I feel like that he really loved his birthday. It was a celebration of like life, that sort of thing. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I can sense that. Yeah. So he's perfectly fine on the other side, obviously. He wants you to shift your thoughts, change your vibration, as Lynn says, which I love, right? Shift your vibration about it, you know? So, yeah. Oh, he's a big popular guy. I'm sure he was. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to meet him when I get over there. I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to meet all these people. Oh my God. I would love that. Can you imagine getting over as a medium, getting over to the other side and meeting all the people that you brought through? How fun would that be? Oh my God. I love this. So at any rate, okay, Linda, I'm going to leave you with that. Love to you so much. You're such a beautiful soul. Yeah, definitely. So thank you for showing up today. It's awesome. Okay. All right. So, Frank says, before you get off here for the day, I just wanted to say thank you for your gift. Oh, I personally appreciate you and love your person. Thank you. That is so sweet, Frank. So much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. So astrology happenings with Shauna says, is it okay to walk away from soul contracts when things are not moving forward? Yes, because my belief, this is Lauri belief, okay, might be different if you ask somebody different. My belief is that, and I'm going to use this as oh, you're welcome, Linda. I'm going to use this as an example. Okay. It's a little bit off of what you said, but there's a reason why I'm saying this. So I had a friend. She was a best friend years and years and years ago. And I could feel that spiritually, and emotionally or whatever, that our lives were starting to go separate ways a little bit, right? So what I ended up doing was, and this is terrible to say, but what I ended up doing was, night, Keith, love to you. What I ended up doing was sort of breaking it off with her, right? But what I said to her was this. I said, I am a full believer that spirit brings people into our lives for certain reasons. Okay. I'm not talking spirit guides now. I'm talking like people, like live people, in our lives. They bring people to us for certain, whether it's for reasons for them or for reasons for us or just whatever, right? But sometimes those situations that can also spread up. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't come back together again at some point, but for right now, we needed the separation. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, I'm assuming it's Shauna. I don't know. But I think it's the same for like soul contracts. If it feels right, especially, and I'm sure that I don't know you, Shauna, but I really feel like that you are very intuitive. Okay. I feel like that, um, I feel like that there's people that come into our lives and there's people that leave our lives. And it's all okay because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, And when you sit in that place of joy and that place of love, that's all that really matters. So soul contract or not, you know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense, Shauna, because that's actually something really cool for a lot of people to understand. So Wiki says, I've been working on manifesting abundance. Yes. When you talked about the 3 Ps, that rang a bell for me. Am I making connections with my guides in that work? Well, I'll tell you what. And then Carlene, I'm going to come right back to you. Okay. I promise I'm going to come right back to you. I think you are. However, Wiki, I would love for you to, and I don't know if this is possible, and I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but the first month that I was live on Patreon, it was manifestation month, right? Oh, makes sense. Good, Shauna. Good. On Patreon, it was manifestation month. So I've got all of these things in there about manifesting. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because it's not just about manifestation is not just about thinking good thoughts. Okay. It's not just about visualizing. Okay. It is about shifting who you are energetically to be aligned with what manifest, whether now, if that's abundance. Okay. The intention that you might want to create for yourself is I am creating abundance in every aspect of my life. Okay. A lot of times people will be like, I want abundance and abundance is great. And they mean money. Okay. But if we start sort of in a bigger place, if you create the intention of abundance throughout your life, whether that's health, wealth, friends, love, whatever, that's the best way to do that because, okay, and I'm going to take this one step further, okay, manifesting, when we get into manifestation and manifesting our lives, two things are the hardest things to manifest, okay? And those two things are money and your health. Now, why is that? That is because throughout our entire lives, from the time we're a little, money doesn't grow on trees, that sort of stuff. We're programmed. Society tells us these things. Money doesn't grow on trees, or, well, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that your finger sticks out. I don't know why I just said that, but you know what I'm saying? So like we have these preconceived things about manifesting abundance, whether that's money or whatever. Okay. So my thought to you is, or my suggestion to you, I guess, is that patience, positivity, and persistence. Keep moving forward. Keep going. There's no reason to stop, So just wanted to throw that out there too. I don't necessarily, I mean, I think our guides help us in manifesting, but I don't think our guides do all the work. Does that make sense? It's us that we need to do all the work. We need to recognize when we have those errant negative thoughts happening, those like, Lauri, you look so fat today. Seriously. Or Lauri, your hair, you need to go wash your hair right now. You're in your head. You say those things. There's that undercurrent, So just want to say that I didn't mean to go off on that whole big tangent about manifestation, but that's kind of where my life is. One of my walking mantras is I walk in gratitude and abundance. I love that because you're bringing in the gratitude. You're bringing in the gratitude. Gratitude is everything. That's why today when I was in the doctor's office, I was like, I love my body. Thank you for my body. I love this. I love this. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Now, the undercurrent to that is, Lauri, you could lose some weight. Lauri, you could do this, but catching those thoughts when they come in and then shifting them, that's the key. So anyway, right? I love that walking mantra. That's beautiful, Wiki. I love that. Love that. Okay. So Elizabeth says, does our higher self help us manifest? It can, but we need to kind of come up. So like, we need to, honestly, our higher self, our higher vibration is up here, but our conscious, our human vibration is down here. And that's not because it's negative. It's just because we as humans sort of spin at a lower rate, right? So when you're in the higher consciousness, it's like really, really fast, right? But down here is us. And what we need to do is when we raise our vibration, we start to get up to where the higher consciousness is. I hope that makes sense. Was that too much? But so there's that. Okay. All right. So that being said, I love you guys. Oh my God. Okay. So Carlene, I'm going to give you one. You're the last reading, and this is so much fun. By the way, go to my website and check it out. I got everything on there. I just redid it. It's laurialbert.com. And please go to my website because it's unlike, oh my gosh. And I do this free thing. It's morning mojos. So every single morning, you get an email, and it's just like a spirit thing, or it's an affirmation, whatever. So anyway, okay. Thank you. Okay. So anyway, all right. Carlene, are you still here? I hope you're still here. Been getting such bad headaches, trying to sort through where it's coming from. I need to do that too. Oh, I don't know what that is, but Carlene, do you want to say what it is that you are? Yay. What is it that you're talking about? You need to do what to? Um, the headaches. You know, this might sound really strange, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, nor do I profess to be one, but I'm kind of feeling like you might be a little dehydrated. Does that make sense to you? As I take my water. Um, are you feeling a little dehydrated? I want to talk to you about water, 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 water. Or this is actually sparkling water. I don't care for okay. Oh, have a good night, Linda. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah. So, yes. So water, sparkling water is like cuz I can't for some reason regular water doesn't really work for me. I don't know why. But so I have sparkling water. Anyway, so there's that. Um being more self-aware. I also want to talk to you about your intuition. Um, you know what? Forgive me if we have talked about this before. I do so many readings and sometimes things happen and I forget who's what and who's what. So I don't remember readings. Spirit did that to me like early on in me being a medium because if I carried everything, you wouldn't believe the people I've had to bring through or whatever. Anyway, bottom line is Carlene, intuition. I feel like that I'm supposed to talk to you about working on that. A lot of times, okay, again, not a doctor. You should go to the doctor and do what I'm about to say in conjunction with a doctor, okay? But a lot of times when you're starting to open up spiritually, you start to open up, like starting to trust your intuition and starting to feel your guides around you and all that stuff, you will get headaches, okay? A lot of times that happens, okay? So I just wanted to say that to you. That feels like I feel like that you're on a trajectory of intuition, developing your intuition, all of that kind of stuff. So I wanted to say that to you. Other people's lives energy. Yeah. Okay. So before we get off, I'm going to give you one little piece of advice. When you feel like that you're sort of bringing on or you're sort of accepting in other people's energy, this is what you do. Okay. When you go out, when you leave the house, when you're in your car, whatever it is, imagine a big, huge blanket surrounding you, a comfy, warm, beautiful, protecting blanket. Nothing can penetrate that blanket. Okay. Some people look at it as a bubble. But in my head, I can't use bubble because you can pop a bubble. So anyway, but that's like my neuroses. But at any rate, imagine this blanket or this whatever it is. It could be plexiglass. You could pretend it's whatever, right? All around you. Okay. And any other people's energy cannot come into your space. It will change everything if you do that consistently. Okay. Try doing it every day, several times a day for like a week. A shield. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people use the word shield, because what ends up happening is that for me, it happened this way. All of a sudden I had tons more energy, once I released the energy that I felt like I was picking up, like if I would leave a store, grocery store, whatever, I would, it would be like I would sit in the car and I would just release the energy, release the energy, release the energy. You can do that too. Do that every night before you go to bed. You'll sleep better. Okay. You will have more energy if you use the blanket of protection. You'll have more energy. So, yeah. Oh, good. You get it. Good. Okay. Love you. All you guys. Oh my God, Dose of Sunshine. Hi, Rachel. So yes, go check out the Spirit Room. And go to my website. I love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you work in a dental office. Oh gosh, yeah. A lot of people, a lot of energy coming in for that, right? And Courtney says, how often do you do these? I didn't know you moved to YouTube. Oh, well, no, you haven't missed so many because I stopped doing the lives for a while. As I mentioned at the beginning, so I was doing this, we were doing a remodel on the house, right? And there was so much loud noise that I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do the lives, so I had to kind of put that on the back burner for a while. I am going to start doing, okay, so my main lives that I'm doing are going to be Insight Timer, YouTube. I really dislike doing lives on Instagram whenever I do them with a whole bunch of people because I don't like that, kind of thing. So I'm going to do more like people lives, like where my friends come, you guys all can come on and that sort of thing. I'm going to do that, like public lives, right? So there you have it. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, you guys, namaste. Have a beautiful evening. And remember to tell somebody that you love them today. Okay? Bye, guys.